Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, ready, 50, plant. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go. G-Con, 132 fight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I got it. No.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Echo. Check right. Watch in your five. Watch twist. 55's my guy, 55. So we got man.
Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Ready. And here we go. Watch the pass. Check safety. Smooth. Mike 50.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go defense. And here we go.
Second and 13. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go! 22, Mark 22. Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 22, he's fine.
He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Now he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set, 30 base, let's go. 54, come on. Foxtrot, I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Mike 55. 55. Ready, go.
2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gill. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Okay, ready. Check 55, Mike. Bravo. Now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
There we go.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
55 is my guy, 55. Watch the run, Charlie. Yes! Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go, here we go.
Second and 9 now. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Looking deep now for McCoy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
X3, 218, jump, crunch, and alpha.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Down. JT Gator. 65, 65. Check. Orbit. Mike, let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now back to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they just stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Bravo!
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Well, then a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it?
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Marr on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Packers 21, Lions nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Mike 50.
2nd and 11. Looking deep now for McCoy. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Back to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Got it? Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? All day, every day. Five.
They'll look to throw here. He finds McCoy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 70 in. Delta. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 6. It's caught here by Adams. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him. So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process. He'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
6-6, pull it hard. I'm coming. Both of Mike.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
We got this over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we got
the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Danny. 55's mine, guys, 55. Hey, come on,
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Lions nothing. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Looking deep now for McCoy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Lions first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Slam.
Hey, seam 6.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Let go.
He'll drop to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. I guess they figured they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
Mike spoke. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 44.
Hit it.
They're going to look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 18-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. Just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, go.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard.
Ready.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Double time. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Set,
And
go.
they'll indeed take a knee.
Quarterback keeps it.
Set, ready. 50, play.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Here's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
His pass complete to number 81. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Got to do better.
Get it.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Go. 8, read.
Let's go, V, let's go.
Cut up.
On 1st down, Rudolph throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it with Johnson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a little. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This will be taken in at the 1. Gets around him. And he'll be brought down at the 23. Make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Packers, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaud.